Backstreet Boys.
All you people, can't you see, can't you see how your love's affecting our reality? Every time we're down, you can make it right, and that makes you larger than life.
Typical long car ride activities, right? So I passed this orange carrier truck on the straightaway. And then dude passes me on the next downhill. And it's cool, I'm in no hurry. Tofu and I are living
Larger than life.
a la the Backstreet Boys here. But then I pass him again on the next section, and I want dude to realize that I'm not being an asshole. I'm not judging him in his super massive truck. I'm just listening to my cruise control. So I wave to dude, and he is in fact a man, as I had mega narrow-mindedly assumed. Dude waves back. We're cool. We are friends on the road. Just because we pass each other doesn't mean we must be rivals. This is how the world should be. We repeat this interaction a few times. You know, pass, smile, wave, shrug. And then we're going side by side for a little bit. So I do my standard wave and return my eyes to the road. But dude is still waving, trying to get my attention. Shit, my tire is busted, the cat has snuck out onto the highway, something is going wrong, I'm probably going to die right now. So I peer at him, trying to get his message. And I finally got the message. Yeah, I got the message. I wonder if he saw my disappointment. You know when you've been chewing gum so long that you don't realize that it's lost its flavor? There's just a time when you know you've been on autopilot. You've long since sucked the sweetness out of it. You don't want to chew on this anymore. And maybe it's shitty gum and it's partially liquefied. Just tasteless, gunky shit coating your tongue, and you want it out. You're going to be sick if you don't spit it out. But it's so messy. Where do you spit it without gunking everything up? The neatest, easiest way is just to swallow it. And maybe it sticks going down, but at least you don't have to look at it when it's stewing in your gut. Out of sight, out of mind, right? So you listen to your music.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never want to hear you say I want it that way.
You are being oversensitive. It's just gum. So you think about your cat. You think about your silly grad student crushes. You think about your career goals. What you're going to say to your parents when you get home. You're sure as hell not going to tell them about truck guy. How embarrassing, right? You drive. You drive at 45 because you want to make sure he has enough time to get away from you before the next red light. It's just, I braked. I wasn't in danger. No one was forcing me to do anything, but I braked. I literally let him get away with it. With the idea that it's okay to take advantage of the strange intimacy of carside glimpses, shared smiles, friendly road sharing. Like my friendliness was currency for his sexual satisfaction. Like all along, our equal exchange had been an investment that I would have to pay off with my boobs. I gave him something, you know? I gave him the kind of trust that I give strangers, regardless of gender, and I never want to stop giving that trust. I never want to feel like that trust has dried up inside of me. Like, what the fuck? You want it that way, dude? Okay. But you don't get to decide for me that I want it that way. And it's sick that I'm supposed to feel like that was nothing. That I feel ashamed because somehow I feel like it's right that I hold that sickness inside of me. We're taught to chew that up and swallow it again and again. That gum lost its flavor millennia ago. Sexism, shame, will live on in our guts for a lot longer than the 7 years or however the fuck long it takes our protective acids to disintegrate it. I should have been the one to bypass him. Every time we stand up in a big or small way, there will be another time that we tell a guy at a bar that we have a boyfriend to get him off our case. When someone who honestly doesn't understand what they've broken assumes control over what we want, and we break to let them get ahead. I hate that it's easier to slide out of sight, slow into submission, than to drive at my own pace, no matter the demands of the person on the road beside me. And I hate that I do it. Eventually, I speed back up. I can't go 45 all the way back to Cincy, no matter how heavy I'm feeling. And then I hit a red light. Guess who's beside me in the left turn lane? He smiles, waves, thinking nothing of his actions or why I suddenly braked out of his line of sight. And like a well-conditioned woman of this world, I wave back.